It is the homemade broadcast, episode 607. My name is Will Kuncz. This is on a Hummel 5 mementos late because why?
Special needs. That's basically the reason I'm with special needs.
Anna's at home today,
Yeah.
glacial estate. And I'm sort of, for the reason usually this happens is because I don't really feel that good, or my wife doesn't feel very good, and we don't want to take the risk of infecting Anna. So it kind of worked out because you have to do stuff. You have plans anyway. So you're planning.
Yeah, I got some bacon to do.
Yeah.
Baking, not bacon.
I'm also sick, and so is Julia.
It's confirmed now?
I don't know. I'm coughing. I got my nose, my throat, but the pollen is brutal right now. Do you not? You don't have any problem?
No. Wouldn't know. I have pollen blindness. It affects me 0%. I see people sneezing, eyes watering, and I'm just whatever.
Just suffering. My eye is swollen. My tear duct is all inflamed. My I haven't been sneezing, coughing, which I think is just probably these allergies, but it also might be something too. I don't know. It's just hard to tell. But anyway,
in the words of my father, it appears you have weak DNA.
It might be. One of the things I want to do is get an allergy, like a skin allergy test done.
Yeah.
That's on my to-do list. So I'm excited to find out. I guess you can do, I asked my doctor because I got to go in for blood work tomorrow.
We put doctor in quotes.
My doctor to do my quarterly blood work to make sure I'm not going to die. Just drop. But I asked him about I guess you could do a blood test for allergens, but they're also not accurate. And my doctor told me that, and I looked it up, and they're just like, yeah, don't use them. A lot of false positives.
Yeah, so, just a good way for the insurance companies to make money, or independent labs to make money, or whatever.
Somebody's making some money.
What a great idea, actually. Hey, let's make a test that we sometimes suggest people to do, and it's wrong 50% of the time.
Well, they made a vaccine like that. I don't know.
Did they?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah. Sadly, either people lied about it, or B, we found out a little later than we should have.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe a little bit of both. I guess it's good. The blood test is good for ruling things out, but if you get positive on something, it might not be positive.
Yeah.
But it's good for if you have a suspicion, like I think it's this thing and it's negative, it's probably right. But anyway.
Do you think if I've gone through 38, almost 39 years of life and I've had a zero reaction to anything, do you think it's quite possible I'm allergic to nothing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think a lot of people are allergic to nothing.
Really? I mean, I know people like to be like, oh, I'm like this sensitive. Like I'm dander sensitive. They won't say allergic. It's like allergy diet, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. It's lame. I'm sorry that this happened to you.
Yeah. It's, I did something else that was like really old thing to do this week. Over the weekend, I did my taxes by myself, which is the first old thing.
Trying to do that. Thank you.
I don't know if I did it right. It's my first time ever doing it. And I already got my tax return back, which I usually never get any money back. It's generally like $30, or I have to pay sometimes. It's either I have to pay $300 or I get like $30 back.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I actually got a return, which I might have done it wrong. So it might be in error. I don't know. But I got $1,500.
Okay.
It was like sick.
A wedding present from the government.
And there's a store that advertises a lot on radio stations and probably TV too, called the Good Feet Store. Are you familiar with it? This is not a big endorsement. It's essentially what they do is they make you insoles for your shoes to stop pain. It like aligns your feet so you're not stepping awkwardly. It's an old people.
They're custom made.
I think they have different sizes and they determine what your size is. So I went in and got a foot scan, and they were like, yeah, your feet are really bad. You're probably in a lot of pain. And I was like, yes, I am. So I went ahead and purchased the $1,200
What?
insoles. Yeah. Lifetime guarantee. So they'll replace them if they need to be replaced. But
Just the things you put the inserts in a shoe, right?
yeah. Yeah. 3 of them. One for the
3
trainer,
pairs?
which
Okay.
actually molds your foot in a different way and makes it stand differently or sit differently, I should say, so you more evenly distribute your weight. Then there's one for exercise, like if you run or play tennis or something that you put in your shoe. And then there's one that you just kind of wear around the house that kind of stretches out your feet and, keeps that mold in place. I got to tell you, I know it sounds crazy, and it was a very expensive purchase, but I feel like it's money well spent. Because
Have you gotten them yet?
No, I got them in right now.
Oh, they're in right now.
Yeah.
They feel good.
So I always had this pain in the back of my tendons and my knee.
Okay.
They always hurt, especially on my right side. And when I put these insoles in, that pain's gone.
Damn. All right. Well, money well spent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it was like an old move, and also like I don't spend extravagantly like that. So it was a big purchase.
It was, but listen, I wouldn't say we're old, but we're in midlife. We're in midlife. I realize people like in their 60s say they're in midlife. I'm like, you're in the twilight, friends. Like,
you're at least 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not nice to say. I mean, maybe you're going to live another 40 years. Unlikely, but maybe. I heard this woman online. She's like, yeah, if you're in your midlife like me, I'm like, you're 55. Is that still midlife? I feel like it's like the edges are real small, like elderly is from like 80 to 90 and young is from 0 to 10 and everything else is midlife. I'm like,
well, 55 used to be like retirement age. That was like you're old. You retire. You
got to go in one of those communities.
Nobody's surprised if you die after 55. They might be sad, but nobody's like surprised. It's not like
these days. Yeah, I think maybe.
Maybe. I feel like it's like, that's too bad. They were only 55, but also it's 55. It's just around the corner. I mean, it happens. Like it could be from now. Maybe you get to 100. I don't know. Maybe you got another 45er in you. But nobody's surprised.
Right. I guess it depends on the person, right? Like if you see someone, they die at 30, you're like, that shakes out. But then if you see someone who's like a marathon runner in great shape and then they pass, you go, what?
I would disagree with that. I would think like even if you're a big fatso, don't take care of yourself. If you drop at 30, it's so like, whoa, that's crazy. They were only 30.
I mean, we've seen these crazy mukbangers that die at like 24. Like,
yeah. But it's still shocking.
It's shocking that even your young body is like, I can't. I can't.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
We are live on YouTube Wednesdays at 6 p.m. 6:05 sometimes if Anna can't figure out her rig. WillsYouTube.com. We have a Substack, HMBradio.substack.com. I would encourage you to go subscribe there. There's a free version, or if you want to support the show, it's like $5 a month, and you get the entire uncensored audio only podcast available to you the day of when we actually stream. Otherwise, you got to wait till Sunday. That's a kind of a pain. More people we get to sign up there, we could actually start doing stuff over there. So that would be cool. HMBradio.substack.com. And make sure you give the video thumbs up and likes and shares and comments. Those are always nice. Those help, and I appreciate it. So, Anna, this week I'm dying of allergies, but it's spring break here in Florida. Have you noticed at all?
Yes. A couple weeks ago when my partner and I, to use your terms, ventured to the beach, like not to go to the beach, but just to see the action.
What beach?
Sorry? Clearwater.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah.
We just drove by just to see what's going on, and we were both like, let's get out of here. Yeah, it doesn't look like a friendly environment for people that look like us. I'll just say that.
Well, Florida's having issues all over, apparently, the country, particularly in Daytona Beach. And Florida doesn't really play either. They're cracking down. Cops ban over the top twerking at legendary Florida Beach. You will be charged if you're twerking. This is just I don't think we need the audio, but this is what's going on in Daytona Beach. I did listen to this clip, and it's just chattering. It's so not good.
Can I ask you a question? Huh?
Did you hear that?
I did.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
What do you think that does? Like, is twerking somehow inciting violence in some way?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
is it a dog whistle for let's get rowdy and start rioting local businesses? Like, why twerking?
Well, the only thing I could think of is perhaps maybe it's indecent. Like, maybe why is Melania Trump with a robot? Like that. I'm gonna
yeah, I saw that earlier today. You know what I think it is? I think it's just that if you say you can't twerk, then maybe some of those people are like, well, I don't want to hang out there. Let's just leave.
Maybe. And let's see. It says too much twerking is a no-go at one legendary Florida party beach where cops showed up with paintball guns and pepper spray over the weekend to shut down the wild spring break booty shaking. No twerking. You will be charged for disorderly conduct. So there it is. That can be anything. That's a good charge that cops can always throw down on. It might not stick, but it's an arrestable offense that you can be charged with. The Post heard an officer from Florida Fish and Wildlife shout a group of cheeky over-the-top female twerkers in Panama City Beach on Saturday evening. There's some more pictures. The Footloose-esque bum rush came after. Oh, there was did you see? I guess there wasn't a shooting. They said there was a shooting.
I thought there were shots fired in Daytona last week.
I think they confirmed that there was not, but it almost caused what
was it?
Bull rush of people just running the beach, and
it was then what was it though?
I don't know. I didn't find out, but
they said that 4 shots were fired, but I guess no one was hit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know we kind of briefly discussed this over text. I won't disclose everything that was said, but it was essentially along the lines of spring break ain't what it used to be. That was the gist.
Yeah. I saw a video of the 1980s and 90s at Daytona Beach, and it looked much different.
Or even in the early 2000s. I was kind of discussing this with a friend. When MTV was a thing? I know it's over now, but I remember being in high school watching, I think it must have been 2000, 2001, Cisco. Do you remember Cisco?
I do.
Yeah, he was hosting Spring Break in Cancun on MTV, and I was like, wow. I remember thinking wow, those kids are so mature and old, and now I'm double their age. Gross. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because you bring up that era, and Tommy Ford, the sheriff of Bay County, which hosts Panama City Beach, said the problems are twofold. First, in recent years, high schools in nearby Atlanta have started coordinating their spring break schedules, meaning the throngs of teens swarm in the town like locusts. That's not good. And second, there has been an advent of takeovers and formal flash meetups organized on social media. When you have thousands of people showing up in one place, there are some with guns, there are some that are gangbangers, and you have crowd dynamics where someone pulls out a gun. Why? Why are these crowd dynamics happening where someone pulls out a gun and it causes a stampede? As for the twerking, it is not inherently against the law unless it becomes lewd or if there's a noise ordinance complaint. In Daytona Beach, the local sheriff vowed to crack down on instigators of mayhem and even sue the organizers of last week's dangerous beach takeover. The cop said, the chief said that we'll be ready for them. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and stay off the beach.
Yeah. Not that I'm going to the beach that much anyways, but it's not even safe to people watch anymore, because then you get maybe one of the, hey, what are you looking at? Like, you actually.
You're
I'm looking at
twerking.
you twerking. It's entertaining me. And it's
Right.
also gross. Like,
Entertaining and gross all at once. 813-693-2124 hmbradio.com is the website. Where's my other story I had here? Oh, there's a few.
Okay.
Did you hear about this lady, the Florida Airbnb guest?
I did. I read that full story actually before you put it in prep because I found it just so intriguing.
It truly is. Pensacola woman has been arrested for allegedly making tinkle on and damaging furniture items in 2 local Airbnbs. According to arrest documents from the Pensacola Police Department, an Airbnb owner filed a criminal mischief complaint on March 15th regarding the damage made to their property. There she is.
Pretty girl, very, very attractive. My only question when I read it, and I read the New York Post article, but it was the same story, was how was the owner alerted that this was happening? Because she said she got a notification on the app. And I was like, what is that? What does that mean? And then all of a sudden she was like, yeah, I have all this camera footage. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? You have all these like hidden cameras in your house? That's kind of weird.
It could be like a cleaning crew scenario because sometimes they have,
maybe
come in and clean up after and somebody goes,
but then she said she had tape of it. And I'm like, if it's inside of your house, why do you have cameras inside of your house?
Well, it might be outside. Maybe you should make a pee on
maybe
patio furniture and stuff too.
Yeah, okay.
Still not good. But
dang, dude. Wonder how much money she made for doing that.
I think a lot. Yeah. The owner told officers that someone sent her a message on the Airbnb app claiming her then current guest, identified as 31-year-old Nicolette. How do you say that last name? Keough. Cow had peed on multiple items in the unit. Later, the owner allegedly found a video on they found the video on an adult content website.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. I do remember that.
Making tinkle in the unit and causing damage. The owner documented the damage with photos, reported a strong odor of pee in the residence, according to the Pensacola police. She reportedly found that an antique Crown Royal chair, a rug, a typewriter, 4 dining room chairs. Oh, you peed on the dining room chairs. Coffee maker. That's brutal. Other people are using that to make coffee. The bed. People pee the bed all the time. That's not too bad. You get drunk enough, you're going to pee the bed. You can't really fault her for that one. She probably got hammered, peed the bed. The TV record.
How did that go? How do you even do that as a chick? Like, I guess I can kind of think you got to bend over and like.
Or for the TV?
Yeah. Like, is it suspended on a wall? Or mounted on a wall? Is it like you got a little bit of a entertainment center? Even still, to pee, like I'm thinking on the screen of the TV. I feel like you should put in a cup and then,
So maybe it was an incident where it. How can I say this? Some girls sometimes can do a trick, which involves fluid coming out at a kind of like a super soaker. Just kind of
like a rapid pace.
Yeah.
A lot of velocity, a high velocity, and a lot of volume. I understand what you're saying.
And allegedly, I've heard that that's pee-pee. I don't know.
Okay, I get it now.
So maybe she was doing something to herself, caused the eruption.
You know what? I think we just solved this mystery.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it amounts to, she did $3,980 in damage. The responding officer arrested the PP'er and charged her with damage to property, criminal mischief. A police report said that the PP'er peed on other items in the Airbnb owned by the same person in the street. The owner found a vase, a green rug, accent wall, chair, and tiger rug that were also PP'd on, causing another $1,375 in damage. I wonder what her return on investment is, though, because my first thought upon hearing this story was, what's the link? because I want to see.
Mm.
Gotta be honest. I want to
You
see.
could probably find it if you have her name.
Yeah. I wonder if she had to delete those videos though.
I don't think so.
Probably safe.
What will that do?
Behind a paywall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Our final Florida story before we move on to fun stuff, Anna. Florida to ban soda and sweets from Snap purchases starting on April 20th.
Thanks, RFK Jr., you jerk.
Is that who it was? I thought it was.
It's got to be a Maha push for sure. Yeah.
But it's not a nationwide. I think it's just Florida.
No, but I think it's like inspired by that, you know, because he's kind of saying, all this stuff is making people sick. Why is it subsidized by the government? And then I know I almost always say Casey Anthony, Casey DeSantis. She's big on the Maha train. She was talking about how there's like arsenic and nerds and different candies and stuff. So she's all on board for stuff like this, you know?
Yeah. Starting April 20th, which is coming up soon, Floridians won't be able to buy soda, energy drinks, candy, and ultra-processed, shelf-stable, prepared desserts. Wait, just desserts? Was Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, better known as SNAP. Other states facing the same restrictions as Florida include South Carolina, Tennessee, and Missouri, while others have solely banned the purchases of soft drinks. Colorado hold on a second. While others have solely banned the purchases of soft drinks, Colorado, or sugar-sweetened beverages such as Ohio. Okay, I see. Mm-hmm. So other states are kind of following along to some degree.
Right.
I heard that a big lobbyer of, SNAP usage is, PepsiCo and Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah, and Coca-Cola, big time.
A lot of their sales come from that sort of activity.
They do. I think it was some crazy amount of money that Coca-Cola, I think it was Coke, donated to the NAACP.
Yeah.
Because they tried to get it banned. Like it's always on Congress's floor, I guess, for like a nationwide thing.
Right.
And it always gets voted down. Because they go, hey, that's kind of racist because a lot of people of color like these drinks.
Well, they did that.
And this part of their culture, and you're trying to eradicate that. Not okay.
It was kind of interesting because remember they pushed through, and I think it was the Biden administration pushed through the banning of menthol cigarettes because it was more detrimental to African Americans.
Just because they favor it. They tend to favor that cigarette. Yeah.
I don't know if that still stands. I don't think so. I think they got rid of that. Pretty sure you can buy if you're white. If you're not white, sorry.
Listen, I'm all for sodas and menthol cigarettes. I just don't think that they should be provided for by the government, especially if they're making you sick. Making you so sick.
Who drinks soda? Like I did when I was a kid, obviously in the 1990s. It was a lot of soda in the house. But once I became an adult, and I saw the, caloric intake sugar, I was like, ooh, this is like a once a month treat. Like I might drink a soda. I love a Coca-Cola. It's hard.
A glass bottle? Yeah, you can't beat it.
It's so good. Or out of like a McDonald's. I don't know what they do to their Coca-Cola, but it's so good.
Sure.
But it's it's so rare that it happens. Getting a Coca-Cola.
That's how it should be treated. But yeah, some people drink it every day. I know a lot of people that drink Diet or like Pepsi Zero. But like full sugar soda, I don't know anybody that has that in their house. But obviously, much of the country does.
Yeah, and I think particularly people who are perhaps on this sort of assistance, which then is kind of messed up because people who are on SNAP kind of benefits tend to be involved with other government programs, perhaps like Medicare and Medicaid.
Sure.
And, they might be being treated for things like diabetes due to buying a bunch of soda with government money. So it's just taxpayer money going to subsidize people for bad decisions.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. When they were trying to pull SNAP benefits, like there was something with Trump and he was like trying to pull SNAP. I don't follow everything he does so closely because it's just like there's so much going on at any given moment. And they were just like, well, what are these poor people supposed to eat? And I'm like, That's the thing. I'm like, that's what's going to cure you. You have to go on a month-long fast, and all of your type 2 diabetes type symptoms will evaporate. So that's really the trick, is that actually you don't need anything. You just need water and sun. You're like a plant, and you will get better. That's how that's going to go.
Just shop at Aldi too. I mean, a thing of eggs, I'm a big Aldi proponent, is $1.60 for 12 eggs. Even now, in this current climate where we're at, Aldi has somehow got their eggs down, and they seem like good quality eggs too. You know, when you crack them and the yolk's like yellow, like primary yellow.
Right.
These have a pretty decent amount of orange, which I believe means that, you know, the chickens are healthy and eating decent food. There's more nutrition.
Sure.
Is that true?
I don't know. I've heard that. I don't know if that's true. I'd like to believe it.
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, as long as they're $1.69 a dozen, I mean, I'm on board. They can be black for all I care. I don't care. Black yolks doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Florida Department of Children and Families said it's part of the state's plan to better align SNAP with its intended purpose, providing low-income households to access to more nutritious diet to help alleviate hunger and combat malnutrition. John Stossel pointed this out years ago, that the biggest problem that we have in this country is that poor people are way too fat.
I don't know if that's the biggest problem. It's a big problem, but yeah, it is. What is it? Something like 74% of the American population is overweight or obese. I mean, that's nuts. And completely in contrast to how things used to be 50 years ago. So when the people were like, it's genetic, I'm like, well, your grandfather seemed to be just fine. I don't think we've evolved that much since then. So it's got to be something else.
Well, they're going to and I just don't really buy it. It's hard to, when you say these things, a lot of people just roll their eyes because, you know, why would they lie? But like Feeding America will put out these ads and are like 1 in 3 children is going hungry every day.
Such a lie.
I don't think that's true.
They're hungry. Yeah. That's where they trick you, Will. They're fat as hell, but they're always hungry. Yeah, I know. Jamal he's always hungry. That's why he's 200 pounds and he's 6 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
So I guess you're right. Yeah, it's kind of factual, but not truthful necessarily to some degree.
Yeah, but they don't say they're like starved. Like no one is starving in America.
I remember
like kids are always hungry. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, I remember seeing a documentary and it followed some kids with food insecurity issues. I don't know what the platform was. It was YouTube or I can't remember, but I mean, of course you're going to find some people. But it's not the rule. These are exceptions to the rule. I think like if you look hard enough, you can find 3 and follow them around and be like, this is a big problem. See, I'm highlighting this big problem.
Sure.
But is it a big problem? I mean, I don't know.
You get the opposite issue.
813-693-2124. We'd like to hear what you think about that. I always get a kick out of checking the Google Voice app that I have. And Beano Cook calls a few times a week at like 4 a.m. So I don't know what he's doing. He leaves a message about 1/10 of the time. But yeah, I don't know if he's thinking like maybe one day at 4 a.m. old Willie Bean's going to pick up or what. But you can leave your messages there and text. I answer them. I got a text from McShay. He was asking if we have Zelle. Do you have Zelle?
I sure do.
Oh, there you go. McShay hit up on it. He wants to donate and wanted to use Zelle. So I don't know how to do that.
Like you need a phone number for that, though.
For Zelle?
Yeah.
I have a phone number. Oh, yeah. See, you give it. Oh, I got you. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, no super chats. That's okay. We still got time in the back half of the show. And we're going to say goodbye to our friends at Radio St. Pete. Please join us. Leave comments. All that good stuff. Share the show. You know, you can leave your hate comments too if you're listening on Radio St. Pete.
Last thing. Happy birthday to Nanette Weiser. She does listen sometimes. Today is her birthday. And I miss you, and I hope I see you soon.
Happy birthday, Nanette. A unsung hero of radio.
Yes, the news director.
Yes.
Interviewer. She does so much work at Radio St. Pete, so just want to give her a shout out and a happy birthday message.
Happy birthday indeed. All right. We will see you all on the second half, uncensored, at willsyoutube.com and hmbradio.substack.com. Otherwise, I won't see you. I'll be gone for, I guess, like 2 weeks, and we'll talk about
it.
Yeah, we get to the exciting personal stuff on that end. So goodbye, Radio St. Pete. Goodbye, regular podcast feed, and we'll talk to you later. All right. Free uncensored bonus time.
Will, this is your last podcast as an unmarried man.
That's right. It's true. I am
less than 2 weeks. Will be taken.
10 days.
Oh, do you have one of those like really lame hashtags for your wedding?
We were trying to figure that out a long time ago, and I decided on it's kind of embarrassing.
What is it?
It's going to be hashtag coastal Kuncz, I believe, since we're getting married on the coast. Thoughts?
Oh,
you don't like that?
It's usually like a play on words.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
you don't like it. That's fine. You can say
something with your name, like Will, because obviously that's also to will is a verb, right? So you know what I mean? Like a double entendre sort of deal.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we even, I remember talking about this a long time ago, and we might have just abandoned it completely, but I think we, kind of went with coastal Kuncz on that. So I don't know, either that or no. That's
okay. I mean, it's nice and it's appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if there'd be like more like punniness, to it.
No. We really did try, and I feel like I'm a semi-witty person.
Yeah.
I really couldn't think of anything.
Right. They are lame.
Yeah.
Listen, that works. I'm super excited. I think I'm like thinking back. You might be my closest friend that's gotten married ever.
Yeah.
Because I've been to, many weddings, but not that I'm like a peripheral friend to those people, but I am. Like I was definitely for the last several invites. If I wasn't a +1, it was like I barely made the guest list.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm in the inner circle of the guest list.
I had trouble with that because there was a few people that were on the edge, but I was like, if I have to invite this person, then I'm gonna have to invite this person as well. And
chain migration inviting.
Yeah, anchor babies at my wedding. And, I don't really want that. So there was a lot of people who didn't make the cut. Like my friend Brian, I invited Brian and his parents, who kind of grew up with, or not really grew up with, but I've known for a long time. But I didn't invite Brian's sister, Lauren, and sister Allison. Allison lives out in Denver. I feel like I was doing her a favor by not having her not come to buy that plane ticket and whatever. And then Lauren lives in South Carolina. So I kind of was like, it's kind of pushing the edge. But I went to Lauren's wedding, and Lauren invited me to her wedding. So
yeah.
So that was tough. I mean, that was a tough call. And I thought about, well, maybe I'll do it after invites were sent out. But you don't want to get that invite either, where you're kind of an afterthought.
Or you could just be like, oh, like you were supposed to get this. But it looks like you didn't get, whatever. But it doesn't sound like you're that close with them anyways. So
she lives in South Carolina. I haven't talked to her since her wedding, pretty much.
Which was
we were trying to keep it, huh?
When was her wedding?
3 or 4 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
It's been a while. I mean, we did have a cap. Like we were trying to cap it at a certain number. So people just
can't please everybody. It's okay.
I mean, I didn't invite my family members.
I know. I know you're saying.
That was another thing where it was like, I have some cousins that I don't have anything against. Like I'm in a weird age group. So everyone's either 10 years younger than me or 10 years older.
Right.
It's one of my cousins, Susan, I've always been close with, but even her I haven't talked to in many years, and it's not for any reason. It's just, life kind of gets out of your grasp. But I did invite her, and she initially accepted, but then said she could not attend. Sent a very nice check, which was nice.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's great. Cool. Not to make this about me.
Yeah.
Being your wedding and all. It's not that I would actually do this because I'm not a psychopath. Or am I? I want to like put together in my sick head. Okay. I'm not going to actually do this. So relax, everybody. I would want to like put together a fake wedding invitation and send it to a friend of mine who lives in a different country. And I went to this person's wedding in 2017 in Cape Town, South Africa. Wow. And for those that have been listening to me since I was on the bone, I don't know, this was like 9 years ago, but I had, what's it when they take your stuff, but you're not home? Is that a robbery or a burglary?
I think a burglary is breaking and entering, right?
One is where you're home. I think robbed is when you're home, and burgled is when you're not home. I was not home, and they took a bag. They took a bunch of stuff of mine, which was like useless in the bag, just like $100 mic, like whatever, some tchotchkes. But they stole my passport, which is of no use to them. Well, maybe they could sell. I don't know. But it threw me for a loop because I had 3 weeks to get my passport expedited to get on this flight to South Africa. And so I was like going to Miami. It was nuts. And I had to break my lease, find a new place to live, was living with Chinese refugees that didn't speak English. So I was doing it all on my own. I was speaking to detectives. I was speaking to cops. I had to move my stuff into my then boyfriend's house. And everyone was like, oh, she's moving in already. I was like, I'm not moving. I don't want to get murdered by this heroin addict that I lived with. To live next to, sorry, he was like in our little complex because I had moved because I'm a Jew and I was trying to save a couple shekels and it wasn't the move, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I get to this wedding and I'm there and I made it 3 flights from Tampa to Cape Town, South Africa. And at some point during the week I was there. Pardon?
What did that flight cost? How much money?
It's going to be really hard for me to remember. I'm going to say in the ballpark of $1,100.
Where did you get $1,100?
I think my dad bought it for me.
Oh, okay. Right.
It was either my dad or my tax return. No, it was my dad. Okay. It was a birthday present for my dad, like I was talking about it, and my dad's South African and my friend was South African, but she lived in Germany at the time, but they're getting married in South Africa. Blah, blah, blah. So I get to this wedding and I am, detailing, I'm like, I'm so glad I'm here. It was worth it, but boy, was it a pain in the fucking ass. Yeah. And it wasn't her fault. Like it was just this, comedy of errors sort of thing that happened. It was just that my bag got stolen. Anyways, long story short, she says to me, Anna, like, she didn't even say if, because she was being real generous. She goes, when you get married, I'm going to come to your wedding. I don't care where or when it is. I'm going to come. I don't think she would. I don't fucking think she would. And I want to test this theory and watch her like buy a ticket. Just kidding. I ain't getting married. But I want to like put together an invitation and be like, Jess, like, oh my God, I just said her name. Sorry. Would you come to my wedding? Will you come to my wedding? And I want her to turn me down. Like say it to my face. Cause now she's got 2 kids.
Yeah.
And maybe we've had a few fights in the last year.
Yeah.
So I feel like she would turn me down and then I'm going to be like, you lying bitch.
That's like, it kind of reminds me, not to bring it back to me, but it kind of reminds me of a scenario where I helped people move. And I was like, I'm gonna log these hours in for moving. So when I move, I get people to help me out.
Right.
And maybe like I could just do very little. And then they would just kind of move for me because I help them out.
Right.
nobody showed up when it was time. Nobody showed up.
Dude,
And
I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean that's just how it goes. I should have known better, but I thought
You thought tit for tat, but it was just a tit.
yeah,
No tat.
with no tat.
No tat.
Yeah, it's very upsetting.
Yeah. I want to test the theory so badly. Because I feel like, and you probably get this too. Maybe I'm going to tell you, you are a very good friend.
Thank you.
You are excellent, top tier friend material. I'm going to say this about myself. I think I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And so when those types of people meet each other, it's just like everyone's given, being generous, and it's like really awesome. When you meet two people who are just like takers, obviously that doesn't work at all. So it's kind of perfect. But then when you get like a taker and a giver, that's where the danger zone is.
Yes.
And so I feel like if I were to invite this friend to my fake wedding, I know she would like just find an excuse. Well, I mean, her excuses are kids. I got kids. I can't go. I'm like, but you said. So we'll see.
But what would the end game there be? Like, you would just probably get mad and not
be like, aha. I would just be like, we broke the wedding. If she said yes, I'd be like, oh my God, craziest thing just happened. Not doing it. Or if she lied, or if she said she couldn't come, then I would just be like, you're a piece of shit friend. Lose my number.
Bad friend. Bad friend.
Yeah.
My family, I went to dinner with my uncle, who's one of the family members that is coming on my mom's side.
Oh, on your mom's side. Okay.
Yeah. And I was telling him, I was like, I didn't know if I should invite these people. I haven't talked to them. It was like, we both had bubbies, and Bubby was like the matriarch of the family.
Yes.
That kind of kept everybody together. And then when she passed, everybody just kind of fell out of orbit. And like, I don't have anything against them. I consider them family, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be I feel like it'd be a burden, number one, but, I don't know. It's just like, we don't talk. So why would you come to the wedding? I don't know. I feel weird about
it. You're also kind of strapped for, there's a budget. I think people understand that. And if they're hurt, they're hurt. You got a budget. What are you going to do? Like, they're going to come to the wedding and they get a PB&J? Like, sorry. I think people are kind of like pretty understanding, especially if it's like they're not that close to you.
Yeah.
But also a lot of people aren't understanding.
I feel weird though, because like I invited my friends' parents, like multiple sets of my friends' parents are going to be
with them, and they're here. They're local. You see them.
Yeah, but
they ask you to do MC races, and you can. And they ask me to do it. It's great.
Yeah. But yeah, I was trying to think, like, as far as family goes, it's my mom and dad and their partners. That's 4, and then my uncle and his wife, so that's 8, and then their daughter and her partner. I mean, kind of there by default, so that's 8. And then I got my dad's side. My dad, well, I already counted him. Mm-hmm. My other uncle, my dad's brother, and then 3 of their cousins. So my second cousins are coming too, and they're like excited. And I'm excited that they're excited.
Yeah, nice.
It's gonna be fun. But they're old. They're like, 60s and 70s. They're not young. My 2 closest family members, who are like, by blood, disown the family because my uncle's a little wacky, my Funkle D.
Mm-hmm.
And so like my 2 cousins who are like, I think that would make them my closest family members by blood. I'm pretty sure, because my other cousins are different. My Bubby had multiple husbands, so they're like from a different set,
right?
Branch on the tree. But this is like the Kuncz branch. They're like right next to me.
I got you.
But they, they disown the family. which is kind of unfortunate because we're legit. We're good. Me and my dad are great, and they're missing out on time with their uncle and cool cousin.
Yeah, I know that story.
They better not need a kidney. I think about that a lot. Like if they need a kidney and they come asking me for it, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So I just hope for their sake that they do not need one ever.
Yeah, you are breaking up. Did I mention that my cousin lost a testicle?
Yeah, you did last week. Yeah,
I did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's okay. It was just his birthday. He was the cousin that I visited in Portland last year.
Did he hang up his ball like a pinata and give
I
it a
don't think so.
No.
But he was a good sport about it, it seemed. But yeah. Can't believe I was in Portland a year ago. You know what is so interesting? Like you share blood with people, right? Obviously, we're first cousins. And we've obviously seen what's happened over the last, let's just say, 6 years. Things happened. Lots of things happened. And we just came to wildly different conclusions about why said things happened and whose fault said things were.
Yeah.
You know? It is just why I'm just like, how did you get there?
And the feelings
happen.
The feelings mutual on their end.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just like, what the hell? But yeah, so I wish him a speedy recovery.
It's weird that polarization of our not only politics but culture in general too. There's like everything is just so different. People are just living in totally opposite sides of, they have their own realities, but it seems like it's just as valid and real as like ours that we live in. Like I have data and I have things you could read and videos, and I could show you certain things, but they also have those too.
Yeah, I feel like there's more respect on our end of like these are the rules and we're willing to play by them, and if you don't like the rules, change the rules. Where over there I feel like there's, I guess, less of a regard for following the rules. And it's just like, that's not nice.
Yeah.
Even though things that they think aren't nice are actually really nice. That makes sense? Like even if we just talk about immigration for a second, like, wouldn't it be the right thing to do to care about your own countrymen and women and children before others? But they're like, no, fuck Americans. Like, let's bring in all, you know what I mean? And they're just like, really?
There is science behind that. I remember seeing a study that liberals tend to view others with like more empathy and compassion, and it's like one of those graphs called where it's like it looks like a bullseye and then it's like filtered out like a hurricane cone. I don't know what those graphs are called.
I don't know.
But conservatives are the opposite. So they value obviously countrymen, their immediate family, first. And then they kind of go out from there. It doesn't mean that they don't care about other people. It's just they care about their immediate ones most. And
yeah, but they're no different in that way. Like, do you think they care about their neighbors' kids more than their own children? Like, obviously not.
No, it's like, but probably some kid from Guatemala. Well, maybe not more than their own kids.
Well, no, this is how they view it. Like, they view it in just like the two-dimensional oppressor-oppressed prism. And so whomever they view as oppressed is like whose side we're on. Like, we're always on the underdog side. I remember my grandma, my bubby, used to say stuff like that. Back when being a liberal was like cool and like cool. But yeah, just like I think I even remember my cousin saying like, whoever is the underdog, like I'm always rooting for the underdog. I'm like, okay, that's cool in March Madness.
Yeah, right.
But not when it comes to politics and law and order.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. It's like what makes what makes them an underdog
It's
necessarily.
just a perception. Like they don't even really have to be the underdog, but if they're like the designated underdog,
yeah,
like the Palestinians or something like that,
yeah,
and you're just like, oh, I'm on their team.
yeah, yeah. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, there is some sort. It goes by personality type. It's like a subset of your personality to
Mhm.
feel that way. And I mean, they have their own data. We have our data. So their data might be wrong,
Sure.
but they think our data is wrong too.
Sure.
They would never view it. If you're fighting with somebody, I always try to find, because every once in a while in like the New York Times or Washington Post or something actually print something where you're like, whoa, I can't believe they actually printed this. So you save those. And if you need to show them, like, be like, it comes from the New York Times, they're kind of like, well, I don't think it's going to change their mind necessarily. It might briefly for the moment, but then you're just back in your programming.
Yeah.
You just kind of, push that aside and move on with, whatever your point of view is.
Mm.
813-693-2124, hmbradio.com, willsyoutube.com, hmbradio.substack.com. Do we want to do this? I saw you put this in here. This is the most popular wedding song
Oh yeah.
time, which is, there's many. Oh, and I actually have one of these in my
Of course you do.
list. Let me pull this up.
It's got to be like, okay, or can I guess? Because I try not to read too much. I was gonna say, the September celebrate good times. Come on.
Yeah. Who is that?
I don't know. Is it Earth, Wind, and Fire?
I don't know. I mean, I know that song, but I don't know who
Right.
Number 24.2% of playlists have "I Want to Dance with Somebody." I don't think
Great
that's
jam.
hard.
Love that song. You don't know that one?
I know it, but it's
Oh.
not on her. It's not on her.
Oh.
ABBA's "Dancing Queen," I think is.
Okay.
Usher's "Yeah."
Hell yeah.
I don't think that is either.
Do you have any like good songs?
Well, I'll tell you, my music that I like is not really appropriate
Right.
type of event. So I would say I had very little to do with the playlist, but I also approve of it. My wife did a great job with the playlist. And if there was something that I don't, well, there was a few things that that I said I don't want, but ended up in there anyways. But other people are gonna like it, like Yin Yang Twins.
Oh hell yeah!
See, people love that, and I know it's
Britney Spears, Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne's on there. I don't mind Lil Wayne.
I'm gonna bust it up.
In there.
Bust up the dance floor.
She did ask me like, what song gets you hype, like when you hear it, and it was the one that
Anthony Cumia. No, I'm kidding.
Right off the top of my head was Paper Planes.
Oh, MIA.
Yeah.
I fly like plane.
That's
a good jam.
Yeah, and then there's
reminds me of Pineapple Express.
Yeah, I think it was featured in that film. So I think that was one of the ones I picked. Man, other than that, I don't even know what's on there, but there's some good stuff on it.
I am really excited for your wedding. Like, because this is the closest to the bullseye I've been. And I love. Sounds so lame, but I do. I hope I don't cry at your wedding because that's super gay. But I've been known to do that at times.
I'm afraid I might.
Oh God. I lost my shit at my friend Cammie's wedding. Granted, I was like a bottle of Chardonnay deep, so that maybe had something to do with it. But she just like had the worst luck with dudes, since college. I've known her since college. And she found her match. She found her little lobster. So I just wept. I'm like, I'm so glad that Michael cheated on you, so you met Luke.
Mr. Brightside made this list.
Yeah,
which
that's white people.
yeah,
White
modern.
people.
I brought up like that's a good one for whites. And like,
Whites love the Killers.
I'm
They
not
love them.
not super passionate about it or anything, but I'm just saying that would be a good jam for whites, along with like we were thinking Journey, Don't Stop Believing. White people love
Yep.
one. I don't think that made the cut either. I think we cut that one. And Neil Diamond, of
Oh
course.
yeah, Sweet Caroline.
Caroline, we thought might
Mhm.
be good for the whites, but we opted not to do that. September by Earth, Wind and Fire was on 18.45.
Boomers love that shit, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You want to get mommy and daddy on the dance floor? Play that song.
That's why it's on there.
Yeah.
I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas. That's
It's a good
not on.
one.
Marry You by Bruno Mars. I don't even know who that is.
What?
I mean, I know who Bruno Mars is, but I don't
Oh.
know the song. Crazy in Love. I think there is some Beyonce on
Oh,
there.
hell yeah. I love B.
I don't think it's Crazy in Love. It's something else. But I don't know. So you got some Beyonce on there. Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon. No. I don't have it. Low by Flo Rida. No. That didn't make it. Oh man, I could probably tell you what's on here. I have like a website that tells me. It doesn't matter. Nobody really cares about that. But it'll be it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
So fun.
It's gonna be a good time.
My only concern is that sometimes I get a little too excited on the front end. And I know that we're doing like a girls thing, your wife and 15 of our closest friends.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be included in this. I guess we're going to go out after the first event. And I have to keep it under control because sometimes I get out of control and I don't want to be like hungover as fuck for your actual wedding.
Yeah, that's something I'm kind of concerned about too. But I will tell you this: the key, which I might do, is just start drinking every day the week before.
I thought you were going to say drink water. I thought that was going to be your advice.
No water. Like
water.
I'm going to be out of town starting Sunday. I'm leaving for the venue area of the country, the Amelia Island. And I think I'm just going to start mixing in because I'm kind of on vacation. Like I'm not going to be, I'm bringing my work computer with me, but I'm not going to be working. I'm going to really try hard not to work. Take the week before and the week after because we're going to the Secrets in the DR for our honeymoon, which is going to be great. And we're going there for like 3 or 4 days, short one, and just coming back home. So, yeah, I think I might just start boozing. I got some good bourbons. I got a George Egg. I got a Weller Full Proof. I got a 107 Weller. I have an Old Fitzgerald 10-year that I might bring and open and share. So I might just dive into it early and just like, you don't have to get hammered every night, but get your body used to
acclimate. It's called acclimation.
The first day might be tough. You might wake up and be like, "Oh, my head hurts. I'm hungover. I don't want to drink." No, you have to push through and keep drinking. That's the key.
Perseverance, discipline. That's what I like about you.
A few days before, I'm telling you, just have a few. You get wasted off of 2 White Claws. So
it's hard to like dose properly when that's your limit. I'm like, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, it is true. It's much tougher for you. I feel like I'm a phenomenal drinker, world class drinker, and
I've seen it with my own eyes. Just blacked out Will, totally with it. I can drive,
and I've been on benders where I've drank every day for a few weeks, and the first day was really hard. I was hungover, and then the
benders are weeks long.
I've been sad in my life.
Oh my god, dude!
Sad in my life.
A bender to me is anything more than one night.
Yeah.
Like it can be less than 20. If I start drinking at night and then I wake up and I drink again, that is now a bender.
I had that period where I was working that really crappy customer service phone job and my
right, yeah.
And I would drink every night. I would have to have a drink or two. and it would be like big pours. So I would say maybe not like hammered, but I was definitely buzzed every night before I went to bed. But I would wake up and I was fine. Wasn't hungover. I'm
Not
just
bragging.
yeah, I'm really not bragging, but I'm just saying it does happen.
Yeah. Well,
So anyway,
I'm so excited. It's going to be a great time. So no podcast next week or the week after.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So that will be, let's see, let's look at the calendar here. So we'll be out the 1st and the 8th, but we will return on the 15th, which is tax day, right? April 15th.
Yes, it is. Damn, I got to get my taxes done. I haven't even started them.
You got 2 weeks, plenty of time. Thank you, everybody. Let's go through the comments real quick. Mike from St. Pete has a hashtag. Kuncz, you believe she said yes.
Yeah, there you go. Something like that.
It's a little wordy. It's a little long, but I do like that, Mike. Appreciate that. Oh yes, when we were talking about the woman who was making pee-pee, that's what I was referring to. The squirter action. Yes, sir. I don't know what this is in regard to, but this is McShay. I don't know if he's talking about pee-pee lady or what. How to pronounce that last name? Like the pitcher, Matt. I don't know who that is. I'm not a baseball guy, so I still don't know Thomas, unfortunately. Yeah, you just say it like this. Same spelling.
That is not helpful at all.
Kehoe.
Do you know what phonetics are? Kehoe. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, got it. What else? Owning the IRS. That's a great thing to bring to a marriage. Yeah. I mean, it also might get me thrown in jail. That's possible too. But I think I did it right. I'm pretty sure. There was some things I got just to wrap up in my tax forms that it was like a Robinhood account that I have a little bit of money in that I didn't touch, didn't take anything out of it. And I remember looking at the form and it was like 34 cents was the total. I was like, I'm not reporting this.
No, I don't think that's necessary. If they audit you over 34 cents.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It was like a loss of 34 cents or something.
Oh, okay.
So I think it would benefit me, but I'm like, I'm not doing that. I did forget when I worked that second job I've cashed out my 401k at the end, and they sent me a check for like $1,200 for the year. But is that going to do anything? I totally forgot about that one. I would have reported that one if I had it, but I didn't have it.
I think you're going to be fine. I don't think the IRS is concerned with pennies on the dollar, even.
You'd be surprised.
You're actually probably right. But I mean, like, if you're trying to defraud the government or fraud the government out of like, 50 grand, 100 grand.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they hopefully have bigger fish to fry, but now with this AI stuff,
that's very true.
Through and just catch it automatically. I don't know. But
we'll find out.
Can I report that form next year, even though it was from this year? Does that work?
I think there's like amendments to things that you could make. It is a pain in the ass. I'm
not doing it. I'm going to take the risk, and I guess I'm admitting it. Like, they could just play back this video. I'm admitting to. Look, I'll pay it. Okay, if you want to, what do I owe? A couple $100? I'll pay it. Okay, if you want to come after me, come get me. That's fine. Philip says, I saw normal families that booked their Florida trip on spring break, not knowing it was spring break week, and they look terrified. Yeah, that's a shame. Well, enjoy your spring break. I'm gonna miss oh wait, we just got one from Phil. This is for you. Do you see this?
Yeah.
It says, with all this marriage talk, do you see yourself getting married in the near future, 12 to 18 months?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm open to stuff, but it's not my bag. And if I do get married, like, we would get like a courthouse marriage or like elope or something. Like, I'm not going to have a wedding.
You don't want a wedding?
No.
Even though it's fun?
Yeah.
Big party?
Okay. I'm not trying to throw shade at you like a week before your wedding. even though I know maybe you didn't pay for all of it, but this is just my opinion, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way.
I won't.
It's a colossal waste of money.
Yeah. I've talked to a lot of people, and a few have said that. Like, they wish they would have just put a down payment on a house instead.
Take me to Europe for a month. I'd prefer that.
Okay. Well,
yeah. Then a 4-hour party. Like, yeah, they're fun. I think they're funner probably for the people that attend, because there's there's no pressure on the guests. Like the pressure on me is to have a good time. The pressure on like you is like, is everybody else having a good time? Is mommy happy? Is daddy happy? Is everybody happy? Did I go to every table? Sort of a thing.
Yeah.
And then you blink and it's over,
Yes. That was another piece of advice I got was make sure you are in the moment, because it goes by really fast. And it's just done.
I mean, it's going to be a hell of a good time, and memories to last a lifetime.
Yeah. Thank you, Phil, for that super chat.
Oh, thank you, Phil, very much.
Joe's checking in. Thank you, Joe. I was worried about you. Hopefully you're in a better spot now, Joe, out of the ER. I hope. Let Anna know.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see you all on the 15th. Thank you, everybody, for your well wishes and the super chat from Phil. I'll come back and I'll be an honest lady. Somebody finally made an honest woman out of me. So
perfect.
That'll be good. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Anna. And who's going to be drunkest at the wedding besides me?
I'm probably going to get pretty lit up on Saturday.
Yeah.
On your wedding reception night.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be like, never mind. I don't know if I'll be like yelling obscenities at people, to do crazy stuff like get nude or whatnot. But I'm going to have a good time.
A lot of people are not. Like, I've talked to a few friends of mine. They're like, oh, I'm not drinking. They're all at that age now. Or like, I'm giving up booze for the year. And I told my friend.
Year or just like, forever.
They might. Maybe it will continue farther. I don't know. But
can you text me like who they are?
Well, my friend Zach, the semi-famous comedian now who's coming.
He doesn't drink?
He's like, yeah, I'm not drinking this year. And I was like, dude, I kind of feel like I'm almost like insistent that you drink. I have good burp. Like, I want to share this with you. And he's like, man, I'm not doing it. So I'm kind of bummed.
Is he even attending the wedding?
I think so. Yeah. Last I heard, he did I tell you this already about, he said, how bummed would you be if I didn't come?
Yeah, you did last week. Yeah.
Last week. Okay. And I was like, well, whatever, I mean, he's got like a career doing comedy, which I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
And if he's got to work, he's got to work.
Yeah.
But I think he took care of it and he should be there. You'll be sitting at his table.
Awesome.
So it'll be a fun table. Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Anna. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to miss you guys for 2 weeks. I really do enjoy
3 weeks, actually.
Oh, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to miss you. I really do enjoy hanging out with you here, Anna, and like with our people that we do have. It's very special to me, and it makes me want to continue doing it. This little community that we have here. It's small, but it's mighty. And I really do appreciate all you that check us out and listen. I know not everybody comments either, but I know you're there. I can see our little numbers that we have, and it's near and dear to my heart. I guess I'm just feeling sentimental right now, but thank you to everybody. We'll see you in 3 weeks. Bye, Anna.
Bye.